What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show, or are we calling them all Vigators now? What's up, our Vigators?
I don't know if they've seen that to know the reference yet.
Oh, well, get to watching.
Anyway.
So as you can see, we got some salmon here, and we got some seasoning. It's another smoking video.
Oh, smoke some salmon.
Smoked salmon. So here we go. Check us out.
This will be a new one for us.
Yes, sir. So, on our kick to being healthy, I don't know exactly how healthy this is going to be with butter and maple syrup on it later, but all right.
Not at all.
So this is a riff that we're taking kind of from that guy, Meat Church.
Yes.
So we've got some salmon here. We didn't catch it ourselves. We got it at Walmart. Skin on, fillet of salmon. We got 2 of them. And we got some magic salmon seasoning that we're getting ready to put on. And yeah, this is our first time smoking salmon. This is the first time using any of this, seasoning and stuff like that. So
we are going to find out today.
So we're going to sprinkle it on. And of course, we're smoking with, I put mainly apple wood in there. Or apple pellets. That actually smells pretty good.
Had I thought about it ahead of time, and I think next time we do salmon, I'm going to try the pecan wood.
If we find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely got to look for it. So yeah, we're just sprinkling this on. We have the smoker set to 275. Now the temperature that we're looking to get is around 140. We're going to put the probe in the fattest part and get to about 140. That way it's moist and moist. I hope you guys like that one. Nice and moist and not dried out, not too flaky, just real nice. Check your temperatures. Look to see what you want to do, because I think like the FDA says like 160 or 180 or something.
Yeah,
so,
but it's pretty dry.
Yeah.
The Meat Church recommends. I think he says he does about 125 to keep it a little bit juicier. So yeah. Play with it, figure out what you like.
See what it is. It only takes about, he said, about 40 minutes to get up to temperature. Yep. And once we get up to temperature, we're gonna put some maple syrup and butter on it, but we'll show you that when we get there. But now we're gonna take you guys out to the smoker.
All right, let's get these on the fire
and load her up. So we're up the temp. The rest is here.
All right, guys, let's get those salmon on the grill.
Yes,
or smoker, rather.
Oh, perfect. Man, I love having a smoker that's big enough to fit so much on here. There we go.
Size does matter.
I think so.
Huh.
Well, I hope not. I hope not too much.
All right, let's get that.
All right, so we're going to put the probe in.
Meat.
We're going to put the probe in the big side.
Yes.
It's in there. We're at temperature. We just went.
Just a tip, right?
Just a tip.
All right.
We just dropped down, but it'll come back up.
Excellent. Excellent.
We'll check. We are at a 69 degrees.
69.
Nice.
Tip of the meat. You're too funny.
All right, so we're gonna let this go for about 45 minutes, but we're gonna keep track of the temp. Then we'll get inside and show you what we're gonna do next. All right, so we're back in the kitchen. We decided to, let me check, we're still good. So, gonna cut up some veggies. We're gonna make a little boat with some seasoning and some veggies and some butter. And we're gonna put it on the smoker, cook it up, and see where we are with that. We're gonna just let it run and see how it all turns out. I mean, if we keep smoking, we're going to end up getting visitors from down the street.
Neighbors will be coming over, inviting themselves to dinner.
Hey, it smells good. You got room for 2 more?
Smells mighty right over there.
All right, dust it up. Dust it up, sir.
And for a little of the farm dust, which we buy at our local Nelson's market.
Nothing like it. Nothing like it in the world. Except the one time I used the spicy one and everybody got mad.
It's all right. They have, not only is farm dust an amazing ingredient, but Nelson's has a really excellent, top tier produce buyer. So
I heard he's a bit of an
fresh
asshole.
vegetables, always on point. Great place to shop.
Except he convinces all the farmers not to grow figs on time. Tiger figs. I don't know why he doesn't want me to have my tiger figs. I don't get it.
Maybe he just thinks you're kind of fig needy.
Yeah, I am fig needy. I need my figs, and you won't let me have them.
That's fantastic.
Figlicious.
Figaro.
I was trying to come up with some more. I got a little lost
Yeah, fig's the hard one.
there. Yeah. Figlicious. You can only do that if you're 30. Look at that. All that practice wrapping meat. Now he's
That's from back in my teen days. The old devil's lettuce.
Oh, well, that is not at all where I was going for that. Yeah, that's going to be hilarious if we don't have, music and voiceover, just looking at you licking the aluminum foil. That looks like an awesome
ready?
burrito. Oh, this is definitely not getting monetized. All right, let's go bring it on to the
Check you guys after a while.
It's like a Moe's burrito. So now, all glazed. Now we're gonna go put it on the grill for a good, about 10 minutes. And then we're gonna pull it all off and we're gonna give it a taste test. And I've got a hula dancer behind the camera. It's pretty entertaining. All right, so we're gonna go put it on the grill. We'll be back. All right, so here we go. We're all finished with the glaze. We're all finished with everything. So we're gonna go ahead and not burn myself. We're gonna pull it off. Try not to spill it. Oh, that's hot. That is hot. See? It's hot. It's hot. It looks flaky. It looks delicious. I don't know. It wasn't that hot. All right, so we're going to film it. It looks delicious. It looks perfect. We were about a 135, 138 when we're going to pull it. We're going to pull the vegetables. Hopefully they're soft enough. And then oh, got the man gloves here. Check this out. Yeah, this is going to be good. Walking into shit.
Consummate professional.
Yes. Now the temperature don't matter for shit. veggies right on top. All right, so now we're gonna bring this inside. We're gonna let it sit for a few minutes, and then we're gonna cook the rice pilaf. Then we're gonna feast. So catch you inside. I'm shimmying, bro. That's about as much as I can move my hips.
All right, guys, welcome back. We finally have pulled the salmon off of the smoker. We're about to do our initial flavor test, see how we did.
We're gonna call it initial because it's not like we didn't try it before.
Bro, really? They don't know this.
Right.
Oh. Yes, we had a little nibble. We're gonna do a little video trial.
One note before we do it: the way we cooked it on the butcher paper, the skin stuck to it, and the meat just came right off. So if you don't like the skin, it's absolutely perfect the way it came out.
If you're someone who likes to eat the skin, then you'll want to put down some kind of
spray
or from
something, maybe some spray or butter or something.
And then we also cooked the vegetable zucchini and squash medley with onions on the smoker as well.
All right, here we go. The first taste. Oh, it's so juicy and tender.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Oh my god. It has no fishy flavor.
That's good. I like that. And then if you're a little more of a seasoning type person, you can add a little salt. That'll bring up the flavors that are already on the meat. That is delicious.
It's not now. You know,
it's a very mild flavor.
Yeah, with the butter and with the maple syrup, I thought it was going to be way sweeter. It's not. It's absolutely. It's perfect. This is damn good.
Veggies are crunchy and crisp. Maybe could have been
a little bit longer.
Maybe another 5 minutes.
The onions are a little bit more.
But they're soft and delicious on the inside. Got that little bit of skin crunch.
But the onions are the only one that's a little underdone. Yeah. So, but
and then Jeffrey made a nice rice pilaf. Full disclosure, it's boxed rice.
Mm-hmm. Didn't have time to do it all.
But all right.
So we are going to eat because I know that they want it because it's delicious. So
they're all looking at us like a bunch of hyenas. All right, everybody. Finally, dinner is finished. Any thoughts about the system?
All right. So a couple of takeaways from it. One, more seasoning on the salmon. They were pretty thick. A lot of people do the brine. A lot of people do like a salt and brown sugar brine. It might be a good idea to do it next time.
I would like to next time what we'll do is we'll cook the two. We'll do one where we brine it for the 5-6 hours before we cook it, and then we'll cook it. Then we'll honey and glaze it or whatever, and then the other one we will simply do the same way we did it this time, just double the seasoning.
Yeah.
And then do the maple
glaze.
And butter glaze.
The maple butter glaze, next time what I'm going to do is, this time I just took the butter, I melted it, and I poured the maple syrup directly into it. Yeah. It's like a 2-to-1 ratio, so 2 parts the maple syrup and 1 part butter. I think next time what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt it and I'm going to reduce it a little bit so it's thicker. The glaze was delicious, but it wasn't enough. It didn't stick to it. It wasn't like a glaze. It was more like a.
It was more like just cooked in this juice, like a pour over that it then sat in and cooked.
So definitely think.
One beautiful takeaway: if you don't like eating the skin, the good part is the skin adheres to the butcher paper, which works really well. So when you pull the salmon up, it leaves the entire skin on the pan, which makes it easier to serve. Little more difficult to plate for decorative plating.
It's kind of delicate, so you want to be careful when you move it.
But the flavors were good. Every bit good. Everyone seemed to really enjoy it. It's just everyone's comments were just a little more punch out of the flavors.
What was the temperature we finally
pulled it off at a little over 145, 146. A little more than we would have liked. A little more than
I would have liked about 130 to 135.
That's where I would like to pull it, but it was actually almost, I think, 149 when we finally pulled it.
Yeah.
But the problem is this is pretty much our first really like move the camera a bunch, kind of try to get angles and get some speed reel and some B-roll. And so because of that, we had to do some stuff we normally don't do, and that's probably was a little bit to the detriment of the actual cooking. Even though it was not overly dry,
it wasn't overly
moist. It was nice in the middle. If you like a drier salmon, then it was perfect.
Well, I think if you feel like a drier salmon, I would have gone for like the 155 to 160.
I also was off camera a lot, and that's because I did run the camera and have to move it and have to get the angles. So Jeffrey was on the camera, or the bearded bitch, whatever, was on the camera a lot a lot more than me.
The bearded bitch,
the basic bitch.
All right,
it's been a day.
Changing branding. I am now the bearded bitch.
It has been. It's been a hell of a day. I worked overnight last night, got a small nap, and haven't had as much whiskey as you would think. By the way,
this is our first whiskey of the day.
Yeah, first one.
We're breaking it open. We're going to do some recording tonight, so we got to wake up our palates a little bit for the whiskey. So it's going to be fun.
Good times.
But yeah, that's pretty much the biggest takeaway. I would say a lot of people like time. Like say, okay, you got to cook it, 30 minutes per pound or 2 hours per pound, whatever you're doing. Don't do that.
But here's my thing. On salmon, you're not rendering it. So really all you need to do is wrap it in the butcher paper, put it on the grill, let it smoke out as time. The boat. Pull it out once it hits a certain degree so that you can add the glaze, and then put it in for the last 10 minutes. It's actually not even time that you're pulling it out on. You're pulling it out when it hits temperature of like 130, I think 125, 130.
130 is, between 125 and 130 is the time to pull it. And
glaze it, put it back in for the 10 minutes or so, give or take, until it hits temperature.
Yeah,
because it's not about the time; it's about the temperature.
Yeah, make sure whenever you're going to be smoking, whenever you're barbecuing, go by steak.
I say come a long way steaks, brisket, ribs, all of it is done best by temperature.
Yeah,
and feel. Temperature and feel, I'd say, is your best way. You put the thermometer or a bamboo toothpick or whatever skewer in them. And when it goes in smooth and easy, then it's rendered to fat and it's super juicy and tender. Time is kind of just like a guideline of when to start so that you know when it'll be finished. And now remember, it's always better to start an hour to 4 hours early than you think your time requires, because it'll hold 4 to 6 hours. Most smoked meats will stay temperature, of 140 or north for at least 4 to 6 hours. If you what I do is I wrap them or I put a blanket in the cooler. It's a really good seal tight cooler. I'll put the blanket in the bottom because blankets hold heat. And then I'll put the briskets or the ribs or whatever in the cooler, seal it down, and do not touch it until it's actually ready to be plated. And that way it maintains, like when we did the brisket a week ago, I left them in the cooler for, I'd say, what was it, like 4 hours, I think. And we pulled them out, and it was still barely able to hold down and cut. It was still so hot. So it definitely kept its temperature.
I think that pretty much gets the salmon. Yeah. Make sure you get, a good piece. If you're going to do multiple pieces, make sure that they are equal to the same weight.
Yes.
That helps a lot.
Yes. The other thing is if you do get two and they're drastically different, put a probe in both. Run your temperature on both so that you know exactly what they're both doing. You don't, or if you do, run it on the thinner one.
Yeah.
Pull that one, and then you can re-probe.
You can let the other one get up to temperature.
As far as the Traeger, the pellet smoker,
love it.
Absolutely have loved it. It has just been such a joy to work with. I haven't found anything that I'm just disappointed in. It doesn't excessively burn through pellets. It so far has been simple to take care of.
Super. Once you get past the watch videos on whatever you have, because the instructions aren't always
the initial hopper run on the hopper into the firebox I think the instructions claim 4 minutes,
4 to
and it
5
took us
minutes.
actually like 12 or 13.
12 to 15. Yeah.
And but once it started smoking, it was absolute
Amazing.
perfection. But being new to a pellet smoker, we were very worried, so we kept checking it.
The auger doesn't turn always, but we were like, is something wrong? You know, so. But yeah, I highly recommend Traeger, guys, especially for a pellet. And so not everybody here likes that heavy smoke. So like we've been doing apple. There's a competition blend we have. And we do have a bourbon barrel one that we haven't used yet. We're trying to figure out when we're going to do that. But, man, it's not very smoky. It's not overly smoky. So it has just enough to know that it's smoked, but not to the point where it takes over the flavor.
I would say if you want to get a little more smoky out of it, maybe you close down the chimney.
Yeah.
Chimney a little bit. And also maybe switch up to like a mesquite or a hickory or something that's a little more pregnant. I'm really looking forward to doing a pecan.
Yeah.
Or pecan, depending on how you like to say it. Anyway, that drink's kicking in, fellas and ladies. Anyway,
that's pretty much it.
And so tomorrow we'll be doing pork butt.
We're doing pork butt, and then
Father's Day we're doing
a shrimp boil.
Shrimp boil, which is always a family favorite.
So it's a big week.
Next week, I think we're thinking about doing a pre-turkey, or doing a turkey in a tester, so that when Thanksgiving comes and we do our actual meal turkey, we know what changes to make.
And next week we're also getting my bike ready.
Yes.
My helmet.
We have ordered the parts
right now.
The parts for the bike will be in on Tuesday or Wednesday. We will start assembling and putting them onto the bike that weekend, so that as soon as it's tagged and his license has been added, his endorsement has been added to his license, he'll be good to go.
And we are going to go for at least a short ride, and our executive producer will get some video.
Yes. So that being said,
till then, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you've cooked salmon, how you like it, any other seasonings that you would recommend for us for next time. And then
smash that bow.
See you guys next video.
Later.
Peace out.